Tell me honestly, have you ever felt like everything was falling apart, that you're on the edge and any effort only makes the situation worse? No matter what you do, the pain seems to be unbearable and the defeats keep piling up? You're not alone in this, but here's the truth. It's through suffering that strength can be born, and it's during difficult times that there's an opportunity to rise higher than before. This video is more than just a story. It's a key to understanding how humans deal with pain, setbacks, and losses. Before we start, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has liked, commented, and subscribed to my channel. Your support is the motivation that keeps me going. I value your opinions, your feedback, and the energy you bring to me. Please keep being active. This is how we can grow this channel and share our knowledge with the world. Now, take a deep breath, because right now you will hear something that can change not only your attitude towards pain and failure, but also your very life. After all, perhaps it is through suffering that we find ourselves. Enjoy watching and have a great day. And if it gets difficult along the way, remember, even the strongest souls are forged in the fire of trials. When faced with pain, whether it's loss, betrayal, failure, or simply loneliness, we have two choices. The first is to run away. Hide behind distractions, accusations, and the illusion that things will work out somehow. The second path is to face the pain head on. Look it in the eyes and ask, what do you want to teach me? Ancient philosophers, especially the Stoics, always viewed suffering not as an enemy, but as a teacher. Epictetus, a former slave who was beaten and humiliated, once said, "What happens to you is less important than how you react to it." And that's the key to our attitude toward suffering. We often think that failure is the end, but in reality, it is a door that can lead to new opportunities. When we fail, we are forced to ask ourselves some important questions about who we are, what we want, and why things happened the way they did. Take J.K. Rowling as an example. Before the success of Harry Potter, she was living in poverty, a single mother with nothing to her name. She considered herself a complete loser. However, it was during this time that she wrote the first few chapters of her iconic series. She wrote them in a cafe, without any idea that her book would become a worldwide phenomenon. Pain can be our ally because it can help us see the true essence of ourselves. It strips away all the unnecessary layers and allows us to be genuine. When we suffer, we no longer have to pretend or put on masks. We can be ourselves and start anew, honestly and truly. The Stoics taught us how to manage suffering through practice. One of their main techniques is anticipating disasters, or in Latin, premeditatio malorum. This means imagining that something bad has already happened. For example, you lost all your money, failed a project, or were betrayed by someone you trusted. Imagine this happening and live it in advance. This way, you will feel less afraid and more prepared when it actually happens. When we are not afraid of suffering, we can act more freely. We are no longer held back by fear. We know that it may hurt, but we can handle it. Like iron becoming steel in fire, we become stronger by going through difficult times. Marcus Aurelius, a famous Stoic and Roman emperor, wrote in his journal, "If something stands in your way, make it the way." This is an inspiring idea. Every obstacle is just a challenge. It's like a personal trainer that says, "Show me what you've got." It is important to understand that suffering is not a punishment. nor is it a sign that there is something wrong with you. Rather, it is simply a natural part of life. And the sooner we can accept this as a fact, the easier it becomes to cope with. Consider the ant, which climbs uphill even after being led astray. Despite being under pressure, it continues to search for a new route. The ant doesn't complain, nor does it give up. Instead, it simply perseveres. As humans, we have minds, emotions, and souls. But when we suffer, we often forget these things. We become smaller than an ant, and that is not fair. The ancient Stoics said that we cannot control everything, but we always have control over our attitude. This is true power, a force that does not require money, fame, or power. It is inner freedom, the freedom to be ourselves, no matter what life throws at us. One of the most effective methods for dealing with pain is keeping a diary. Marcus Aurelius recorded his thoughts every day during campaigns and between battles. He did not do it for fame, but to remain honest with himself. Writing down your thoughts helps to structure your thinking and allows you to see your fears and respond to them. When we face challenges, it can feel like we are alone, but this is often an illusion. Many people are going through the same experiences at the same time. Someone may have lost a loved one, another may be losing their job, and another may be struggling to find their identity. Our experiences are not a curse, but a bridge to those around us who are suffering. We are not alone in our pain. By sharing our journey, we not only heal ourselves, but also help others. Let us share our stories of struggle and pain, not out of pity, but for the strength of others. When someone is sitting in the darkness, they may suddenly understand that they are not alone and can overcome their challenges. Here's the truth. Pain doesn't go away forever, but you shouldn't give up either. You need to learn to live with it while keeping the light inside you. This is what maturity is all about. This is true mental strength, when you don't deny your pain, but turn it into motivation. The key to resilience is simple: awareness, acceptance, and action. First, you need to recognize your pain. Then, you should accept it. Don't try to fight it or push it away. Instead, start taking action. Slowly, but honestly, one step at a time. One day, one choice, one step. Failure isn't the end. It's just a pause, a chance to rethink and grow stronger. Just like a phoenix rising from the ashes or the sun after the storm, you will rise again. The most important thing is to keep going. Don't let yourself be defeated. Remember, you're growing, not breaking. Your real victory is still ahead. If you watch this video to the end, I want to thank you. You're stronger than you might think. You stayed with the topic of pain and fear instead of running away from it. This shows that you have an inner willingness to grow, which is something no amount of money can buy. Thank you for taking the time to watch and for your interest, likes, comments, and support. It truly inspires me to keep sharing knowledge, thoughts, and examples that can help others. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel and leaving a comment. Tell us your story, as your experience can be a source of inspiration for others. Also, please like the video so that it can be seen by those who may be struggling with pain right now. If we reach at least 10 likes, I will release the next video on how to turn weakness into strength, lessons from Stoicism, psychology, and ancient wisdom. This will be the continuation of the journey. After all, pain is just the start. What matters is who we become through it. Take care of yourself and remember that you are not broken, but rather being created anew. Every day is an opportunity to become the best version of yourself. See you soon in the next video.